Yo, what's up guys, Andre here. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you a Dragon Mirror match. Now, again, I know a lot of you go, oh, well, you know, Dragon Mirror takes no skill, Dragon as a whole takes no skill, Herder, this, that, and the third. But that's not true. We all remember those games where opponents just like sacks the shit out of us and they just get, you know, 4 amp into Bahamut and we just like have no answer. But not every game is going to be like that, and if you think that it is, well, you're sadly mistaken. So I'm going to show you guys the deck list. I did not make an intro to building for this one because this is a pretty standard list. Yeah, like this. I'm pretty sure this is a list that I used at the start of last season. So pretty sure I've already covered that in a video. So for this replay, the reason why this replay was so good is because I literally go to 2 HP at one point. I'm at 2 versus a deck with a lot of ambient damage like Oro Ping, Saha Isra, Genesis, Zeus, Forte, Scyther, all of that. And I'm unable to somehow stabilize at 2 and go all the way back up to 20. So it's a very ridiculous game, and I can only have achieved that just because I had to play out of my mind. Like I had to think carefully about exactly, okay, well, this is what's happening, this is what I have to do. And it wasn't like, you know, like I was versus like some scrub either. No, this person is not only Grandmaster, but they also have like a ton of master points this season too. So you know that, okay, well, this person isn't just for show. This person like actually plays this game. So I keep an Oracle because I'm going second. I get the Ayla, I get the Breath of Salamander. The Ayla's good, the Salamander not so good, but it's fine. So, let's get in pause here. I know he kept 2 cards in hand, so I know one of those cards is automatically going to be a Fervor, just because there's no point in keeping anything else in your hand. I know the other card is most likely going to be a 2-drop. It's either going to be a 2-drop or it's going to be Ayla, one of the two. Conversely, it could also be Oracle plus Ayla, but my money is on its Fervor. Just because in this matchup, going second or going first, you in exchange for having 1 less Evo, you get the opportunity to Fervor first before your opponent can, which is very, very strong. Especially if your opponent not get a Fervor. And generally, the person who Fervors first is usually gonna have a very, very big advantage, unless the person who did not Fervor first knows exactly how to pressure So you guys Dragon Summoner here, that's fine. Thankfully it's a Dragon Summoner and not an Oracle. Now this will mean that later in the game he has more chances to draw, but that's fine. He plays Ayla here, I match it with my Ayla. I also, and this is important, I also go ahead and Blazing Breath his Dragon Summoner. The reason why Blazing Breath his Dragon Summoner is because I'm going second. I can evolve first. I know he doesn't want to clear my Ayla. He's not going to trade. He's probably just going to go face. He's probably just going to ask me, okay, you clear this, and that's fine because in this game of chicken, because I can evolve first, I can pressure him. Like he probably does not realize that, and is probably going to fall into this pitfall, and I'll be fine because one of the benefits of playing Saha Package is that when you play Saha Package, you get additional Evos. So right now I have 6 Evos to his possibly just 2. So I can afford to use this Evo here like this. So he does go face. I just go ahead and evolve and I smash him back in the face. I'm not trading because I can't afford to trade. Like, I need all of this damage. He plays the Fervor like I expect him to, and here he evolves back into me. Now, him using this evolve is no small thing. Him using this evolve actually gives me so much information. Because the only way that you'd feel comfortable giving me one of your evolves when you only have when you only have 2 evolves because you went first, is because you're playing Saha Package. 100%, there's no way he's on Saha Package. So because I know that, I now know that this game will be a little bit harder, and I have to force him to use the Saha Quills before I have to use this Bahamut. Ideally, I want to run him out. I want to run him out of at least 1 or 2 Saha Quills and one of his Bahamuts before I have to drop my Bahamut. Now it's gonna be difficult because I'm not playing Oro, but it's still doable if he can set up the situation correctly. So here he evolves and trades. That's fine, like perfectly fine by me. I don't care. And here, because I draw Niella, I just go and temp out my Ella as well as my Tina. There's no, like, neither of these don't do anything in this matchup anymore because I'm already at 8 mana, so. Here, he thankfully plays out a Sybil. Now this is nice because him playing out the Sybil, it lets me pressure him this turn because he's not going to evolve it because he really doesn't want to give me the last evolve point. And that's fine because I can go ahead and use my evolve point aggressively because I have double Saha Quill in my hand. I have evolve points for days essentially. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm also going to pressure him because now I have 2 4 HP creatures on the board. He can play Grimnir and that'll suck, but unless he has Grimnir, that's not going to be good enough. Because he'll either be forced to Grimnir, he'll be forced to Bahamut, or he'll be forced to play Conflagration. And two out of 3 of these, if I have Poly, that means I can play Poly this turn. Like even now, with him clearing this board, I can still play Poly if I had it. Like it might be very, very bad for him because he'd be forced to play his Bahamut first. So here he just goes and clears. In this turn, I draw an Oracle, which gives me my 3rd Saha Quill. Now, I'm not going to play these because if I play them, they're vital resource I'm throwing away because like my hand is very, very reactive. So I need to keep as much of this in my hand to get as much value from it as I can. Now, if he has Poly, he can play Poly here. And that'll suck for me because I'll have to play Bahamut into his assuredly played Bahamut. That's fine. I don't have a choice. And if anything, it's honestly better for him to play it now versus having him play it later. So here I just go and drop this Baha like it's hot. I know he's gonna Baha me back, and that's fine. Like stuff like that happens. Okay, so here, before I drew this Bahamut, I actually still had outs. What I could have done was I could have gone Oracle, and if the Oracle had found me either Israfil or Lucifer, I could have gone Lucifer. Or sorry, I lied. It had to find me exactly Israfil. I would have to go Saha, Israfil, evolve the Saha, trade both things in, which is a very, very feels bad play, but it would have been fine because I've already dealt with one of his Bahamuts and one of his Polys. That would have been perfectly fine. But instead, I thankfully get my own Bahamut. Now there is merit to me going for the yo-yo play of going. Sorry, for me going for the yo-yo play of going Oracle into Saha, grab the Bahamut, evolve the Bahamut, trade into his Bahamut. So that way, I still have a Bahamut in my hand. And that play is very, very nice. However, I choose not to go for it here just because I've already seen him play one Bahamut. It's unlikely that he has a second one. Now, I say unlikely, but it is certainly possible that he could have a second one here. And if he does, I'll get punished. However, because he's at 13, I have to take this gamble. Like, just because if he can't match his threat, then he's gonna lose. However, here he goes Saha Quill for Zeus, and then plays a Scyther too. So this is actually very, very scary because I'm about to eat 5 damage, and he just has, and now I know he has a Zeus. I also finally get my confirmation as to whether or not he's running Saha Pack. But again, like I said on turn 4 or 5, I already knew he was playing that. So here, I have to go for this Oracle. Now, I can actually die right now because I'm at 12 HP. Once you drop to 14 or lower in this matchup, it gets kind of scary because if your opponent is playing Dredzy combos, they can kill you from 14. They can also kill you from 12 because Genesis Zeus is 12, Genesis Zeus plus Evo is 14, Genesis Ariete is 14, Genesis Ariete with an Evo for the Genesis is 18. I'm sorry. So here, I go Oracle. I thankfully get a Lucifer. Now, because I have this Lucifer in this hand, I have 20 points of healing in my hand. Or, no, not 20, 16. Or, sorry, not 16, 19, I'm sorry. Because the Lucifer, because I can go Saha Lucifer up to 3 times if I want to, that's 12. I can hard cast the Lucifer, that's 16. I have a Sybil in my hand, that's 19. But here he goes Saha Lucy himself. And now I have more information. Now I know that in his hand is a Lucifer as well as a Zeus. So here I go Fervor. You might be wondering why I choose to Fervor here instead of playing out the Saha. If I play out the Saha, that forces me to have to work my way back to a position where I am right now, in which, you know, there's not much going on, and I can afford to, you know, take a turn off to draw more cards to get more fuel. But instead, I go ahead and do it now because I'm very, very healthy. I'm not under any pressure. I don't have to worry about dying to anything. He's already used one Poly. He's already used one Baja. He's not going to play a Baja unless I play anything. So here I can go ahead and take the time to go ahead and draw. He's been very, very conservative with this last Evo, so I don't have to worry about, like, say, like a Genesis Dragon or something like that. I mean, like, it could happen, but it's very, very unlikely that it does. Additionally, I need to find my third Baja very, very soon because Baja is going to be how I have to win this matchup. It's either going to be Baja or I have to, like, find a Poly. Thankfully, I do find a Poly, so now I'm just going to go ahead and play Sybil. I play Sybil because to play a second Fervor here is the epitome of greed, because you need something on board in order to kind of, like, soften up how much work you have to do for the next turn. Additionally, because playing the Sybil will put me at 20 HP, there's nothing in the game outside of Dretzy combos that'll kill me from this spot. So he needs to trade. When he trades, I can go ahead and use Saha Lucy to clean up the board. He just goes face. Now, he needed to play Storm. He needed to play that Zeus if he had it. I can understand to an extent why he chose not to play the Zeus, just because, like, if he plays the Zeus and then I have my own Bahamut, then I have my third Bahamut, he loses the game, because I did just draw 3 cards. However, by not doing that, he opens the floodgates for me to play out this Poly. Now, he's alright. So we've both already used a few Bahamuts, so it's very, very unlikely that this Poly gets immediately taken care of. Now here he goes aggressive, but again he gives me more information. Now, as we've seen from the last two or three turns, from the last several turns actually, he's been very, very conservative with this last Evo point. So now, by him using this Evo point aggressively like this, I know 150,000% that he has either a second Zeus or a second Genesis Dragon in hand. So because I know that, I need to heal this turn. I'm going to eat a shit ton of damage. I'm going to drop down to 5 HP. That's in Zeus range, that's in Genesis range. So whatever I do next turn, I have to heal. 100%. I just have to do it. So here, I make a very, very interesting play, and this is a play that not a lot of you would have made. So, the play this turn, as weird as it looks, is to go Blazing Breath on Zeus, Sahawkwill, grab Lucifer, evolve the Sahawkwill, trade Sahawkwill and Windblast Dragon into Zeus to go ahead and kill him, and then trade Lucy into Sahawkwill, kill that, heal up to 4, Lucifer bounces back to my hand. So by doing that, I go back up to 9. At 9 HP, again, I cannot trust this enough. He cannot kill me unless he now has Forte Erd or Dread Sea Queen combo. Genesis Dragon is not enough to cut it, and I know he has Genesis Dragon in his hand from the way he played this, because he was probably expecting, okay, well, he does this, then he's unable to clear it and heal at the same time, and I just kill him with my Genesis Dragon. So it was very, very fortunate for me that I had to remove this spell in my hand so that way I can make this play. It was a very, very heads-up play on my part. Now you might be wondering, and you might be saying, okay, well, but now you don't have a board, Mr. Nandra, like, what do you do now? Well, that's not true. With the Poly in play, I always have a board the next turn. because he's most likely not just going to drop this Bahamut, because again, I've drawn multiple cards and I was able to clear this board without playing a Bahamut. So this is going to like incentivize him to want to play a Bahamut, because again, this is a very, very scary board for him. It doesn't look scary, but it's actually very, very scary, because he's at 17. I have guaranteed 5 damage next turn. So if I have Forte Erd, I can drop him down to 2 if I want to. If I have Dread Sea Queen, I can kill him. So here, I get vindicated because again, I made the reads. I knew he had Genesis Dragon in his hand. So here, unfortunately, I'm not able to fully play around this Genesis Dragon as much as I would like to, because I needed to draw a removal spell. I think no. I needed to draw Scyther. Yeah, I needed to draw Dragoon Scyther in order to be fine here. So here, I have to take a gamble. A lot of you would have gone Saha Zeus, however that's incorrect. The reason why that's incorrect is because right now, a lot, and I mean a lot of Dragon decks are not playing a Rob Race. Because I haven't seen a Rob Race from him thus far, and because I've seen Saha Pack, I have no reason to believe that he's going to play a Rob Race to ping me in the face. So because I knew that, if I hard cast the Zeus and trade into the Genesis Dragon, yes, that's a feels bad play, because you have to throw your ward that also has storm damage into a giant behemoth like Genesis. However, that is the play, because Dragon is notorious for having a very, very hard time dealing with wards of any shape and or size. The reason why is because our big moneymaker storm cards all cost 10 PP. Genesis is 10 PP, Zeus is 10 PP. And as a result, because it takes his entire turn to play the card, it means that he can't pair it with any removal spells that would be able to get through my Zeus and kill me. Now, it is very, very true that we have seen a Scyther, and that if he has removal spell plus Scyther, I will die here. However, we've already, as I just said, we've already seen a Scyther, so it's unlikely they have second Scyther. Additionally, we haven't seen one yet, but it's very, very unlikely that he's playing Forte, because Forte is kind of greedy in this meta right now. So I go for this play, and again, it's one of these, if I don't die here, I kind of win. Because I set him down to 12, and now he needs to clear, because if he doesn't, the dragons will kill him. Here, he draws his Bahamut. And this turn, I have to go ham. I have to dig for an answer. So I go Fervor first. There's merit to me going Dragon Summoner first. However, I want to go for the Fervor first, just because with the Fervor, I can just because like and make no mistakes. What I did was like incorrect, but I wanted to go for the correct order is to go Dragon Summoner first in order to pull out bad cards from your deck, and then go Fervor. However, I decided to go for it this way because I still had I think at least one Ayala left. No, that was my third Ayala. Yeah, because I still have multiple not Scyther cards in my deck. So I have two Sibyls, I believe, and then 2 Scythers. So there's a 50-50 chance that I get the Scyther, and then there was also, of course, the Dragon Summoner in my hand. So it wasn't favorable for me yet in order to play up the Dragon Summoner. So that's why I tried to do this first, because right now there's if I just play the Dragon Summoner, there was a 40% chance that I get the Scyther, a 40% chance that I get the Sibyl, and then a 20% chance that I get another Summoner. If I get another Summoner, that's bad because now I have to hard cast that to fish again. If I fail that fish, I'm gonna die. Whereas if I play the Fervor, I can heal a little bit. The healing is very, very important because it stops me from dying to second Scyther. And then I can also try to maybe try to see if I can naturally draw the Scyther, or if I can naturally draw a Sibyl in order to thus increase my chances up for the Dragon Summoner. So I go ahead and play the Dragon Summoner now. And I win the 50-50. I get the Scyther. I get to stay in the game. However, yet again, I'm in a very, very bad spot. A 1-2 does nothing. Here, he needed to play aggressively, I think. He needed to not play that forever. He needed to just play that Lucifer that was in his hand. The reason why is because, okay, you've already seen me use 2 Sahagwils. You've already seen me use 2 Zeuses. You've already seen me use 2 Bahamut's. How in the world did I deal with anything else are you doing? I don't, like, unless I have 3rd Sahagwil or unless I draw 2nd Scyther. But those are very, very unlikely. So for him to play the Fervor, it was very, very greedy, and I do think that was like the incorrect play, just because, like, I'm at 5 HP. You need to keep this pressure upon me. Fervor plus Sybil, that's not pressure. So here I get to go Saha Lucy, or sorry, I get to get Dragon Summoner, because you want to draw first, and then Saha Lucy. I get to heal back up to 9, so yet again, I'm out of Genesis Dragon range if he has another Genesis. And here, he goes Sahagwil Israfil to full clear my board. Now again, this is a very, very scary situation because I will die if he has Genesis Dragon next turn. So here, I do not want to play this Zeus. If I play this Zeus and he plays Bahamut, I lose because I just don't have it, because I just will not have another answer to Bahamut. Whereas conversely, if I go Fervor plus Sybil, I get to heal to 13, which conveniently pushes me out of Genesis Dragon range, because even if he has Genesis, I'll drop down to 2. I also get to draw 2 more cards. Additionally, because I'm a Sahagwil, or sorry, because I'm a Sahas, I now need to start digging for this Bahamut, because the Bahamut is going to be how I have to win this game. It's going to be either Bahamut or to somehow magically work my way into a position where I can go Blazing Breath plus second Poly in order to win that way. So I just go in Fervor to dig, and then I play Sybil. Now, because I'm at 13, he has to trade because he knows he can't kill me. So when he trades, this will ease up the amount of work that I have to do in order to clear this board. Sorry about that, 1 second. But here, he makes another questionable play. There's no reason for him to be drawing these cards. He needs to be the one pressuring. The reason why is because I've already shown you 2 Bahamuts. Like, I've already shown you 2 Bahamuts. You need to be trying to force him to play my 3rd one before you have to play your 3rd one. By drawing all these cards, these are tempo negative turns. Like, sure, you can draw into that Bahamut, and that's fine. However, if you draw into that Bahamut, and I force you to play that Bahamut, and I just Bahamut you afterwards, I'm still winning, right? Yeah. So he draws 3 and then clears, but that's not good because, oh hey, look at that, I now have initiative. I also dropped the Bahamut, and now I get to just hardcast Lucy. Being able to hardcast Lucy is a very, very strong move in this matchup, just because, oh hey, you hardcasted a Lucy on a clear board. Lucy is a very hard card to cast because it doesn't do anything. Like, or rather, it does something, but not something tangible to the board. It only heals you. So by being able to play this Lucy, I get to heal for 4. I go back up to 17. At 17 HP, when he's already used multiple Zeus and Genesis, it makes it very, very unlikely that he gets to kill me. However, this matchup is going to fatigue. I have 8 cards left in my deck. He has 11 cards left in his deck. And right now it's going to come down to who gets forced to Bahamut first, because now there's only 1 Bahamut left in the game, and I believe there's only 1 Scyther left in the game for both of us as well. So by him making all these like tempo negative plays, I'm gonna win this game as long as I can avoid dropping my Bahamut first, because now it does come down to who drops their Bahamut first. so I go back up to 17. He plays a Scyther. Now, that was one of his few answers left to answer my Bahamut. Additionally, Scyther is a tempo negative play. So he goes Scyther into Ayla, and now I can just hardcast this Israfil. Like, I'm at 20. I was at 2. I'm now back at 20. How do you win? You don't. Like, because now he goes Dragon Summoner to fish for more cards. Like he's just desperately trying to draw, but he's not realizing that the important thing was just, you know, keep up the pressure. Because he let go of the pressure, I've suddenly gone from being, you know, a beaten ragdoll, just, you know, just hiding in the corner trying to stay alive, to suddenly being the, oh hey, to suddenly being the schoolyard bully who's just taking his lunch money. Because now he drops multiple cards in play, like thinking that, okay, well my opponent's gonna have to bomb me now here, right? Except, you know, I don't. Like, I already have multiple Breath of Salamander still in my deck. I think I have at least 2. So I could go ahead and go Breath of Salamander here, and that would have been enough to go ahead and near full clear this board. If I choose to direct the damage on the, if I choose to direct the initial part of the Breath of Salamander AoE on the Grimnir, or it's just a straight full clear if I go Breath of Salamander on the Sybil and then attack the Grimnir, because the Grimnir will die due to Israfil fanfare, or sorry, not fanfare, due to Israfil attack. However, I'm playing Wrath Drakes, so I don't have to give a fuck about any of that. So I just go ahead and Wrath Drake him. It clears off the ward, it clears off the other 2 doofuses, and then I get the crack in the face for 10. I also get to kill the Sybil, which is nice, because now he has to play Bahamut here. He doesn't have a choice. He plays Bahamut, and that's why I've been waiting for this entire time, because now I just get to Bahamut him back. And now he's at 10, so if he doesn't find it clear, he dies. He goes Israfil, but Israfil is not good enough because I have a Zeus in my hand. I have Zeus in my hand. I have a possible Scyther top deck. It's just, yeah. Like, he threw away this game by not keeping up the pressure. He kind of freaked out a little bit and kind of got into his mind that, okay, I have to find this Bahamut, so I can just drop a Bahamut on him and just win that way. But that's not correct. Because it's not correct because it's one of those, like, you have to reevaluate again, you know, like what's going on in the game. I've already used triple Slaha, so I've already used all my Evos. So the only way that I can do anything in order to, you know, come back onto a lost board is to have my Bahamut. If I have the Bahamut, you can kind of stall and then try to draw cards, and then, you know, go to panic mode, you know, DEFCON 6, and try to you know try to draw into an answer. But until that point happens, you need to be playing aggressively. Like, just because I was under so much pressure, so much, and you just threw it away. Like, this is how you lose games that you should have won, by just, you know, by just not realizing what you have to do in the end game. I did, and he didn't, and so he just lost. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and leave a like if you did. Go and let me know what you think about the Dragon Mirror, especially now that like Aura's been nerfed and whatnot, and especially right now, and just about like you know, Dragon in this meta down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching.